Hey there, community. Welcome to F5 AppWorld 2025. I am Jason with the DevCentral team, and I have with me Mark Menger, who is a solution architect from the Business Development Technical Alliances team. Mark, are you having a good show?
I am having a great time talking to customers and partners and, frankly, colleagues as well.
Awesome. All right, so you, working with the business development, you work with partners a lot, bringing solutions to our joint customers. So what solutions are you working on currently?
Well, in general, the solutions that I'm working on are focused on AI security and AI application delivery use cases. In particular, right now, one of them is a kind of a three-way partnership between between F5 and Red Hat's OpenShift and MinIO's object storage, their S3 object storage.
Okay.
It's been a fascinating, working with two partners at the same time has been a fascinating journey. But the technology is particularly relevant right now, given everybody's increasing interest in AI.
Right. Okay. So I know I've played a little bit with MinIO. I was working on an app stack solution where I could take MinIO, serve up S3 objects for a web app that I was working on. What, other than just that you can serve S3, what are the benefits of using something like MinIO specific to like an AI workload?
So I think that the part of the answer to that is a function of like looking back at F5's experience with modern applications and reflecting on how customers' journey goes as they develop and mature their modern applications, in this case AI. You'll start on the cloud. You'll start maybe using SaaS solutions, but eventually you're going to get to a point where you need a little bit more control over that data. That might be for regulatory reasons, or it may be for intellectual property reasons, that you feel like this is data that I actually want to have within my own, under my own control. And using MinIO as your S3 object storage provider is a vehicle for providing you that kind of control, that you can deploy that in a variety of different locations. It could be in your own hosted environment, or it could still be in the cloud, but in a cloud environment that you've built and configured yourself. Is this making sense?
Absolutely, yeah. That flexibility is why I found it when I was searching for exactly that. I wanted to be able to control my storage so that I could use the APIs in a way from my app without needing the same complexity of authentication and authorization into other environments like AWS and Google Compute and all that. So yeah, total makes sense. And so where do we fit with Red Hat and MinIO in this story?
So you put your finger on a couple of key points there, right? The flexibility in terms of how and where and the scale that you want to deploy it. And all three of us have that flexibility in our portfolios. So you can deploy OpenShift in a variety of different locations on the cloud, in your own data center. You can deploy MinIO in your own data center on the cloud. We all know F5 can be anywhere. Right. So and what's also fascinating, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Big IP today, but it's worth acknowledging that the breadth of F5's portfolio actually has relevance. We've done some experimentation with in this partnership with MinIO on distributed cloud. Nginx is already part of their documentation, has been for a long time. So the breadth of the F5 portfolio is actually relevant for folks that are trying to use MinIO to start migrating their object storage or building out and exploring their object storage needs. I should also highlight that this solution is not just for AI solutions. For folks who are finding themselves in the need for data repatriation, this three-way partnership is also highly valuable. So if you're saying, I've got object storage, but my object storage cost is now a little out of control, but my object storage needs are stable, I have a really good, robust understanding of them, this partnership can help you create a platform for migrating to a more cost-controlled environment.
Yeah. Well, the flexibility angle of all three of us, it's kind of like the the old Burger King, have it your way kind of.
Totally,
Right.
totally. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so that's exciting, and I don't personally do a whole lot on the storage side. So it's like when I get a chance to look at storage, it's it's fascinating, and it's I'm glad that customers for us and for MinIO and Red Hat have options.
Yes,
And so,
exactly.
yeah.
And these options are really powerful for these customers. You're not really giving anything up by moving your object storage to this three-way configuration. You're going to have all sorts of performance controls available to you. You're going to have all sorts of security. F5's ability to provide both layer 4 and layer 7 performance and security solutions are all there as part of this this deployment model, and it will be very valuable for any customer to explore further. And I think you should just give us a shout.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, for the data repatriation, that's critical, because ultimately, especially in the with all the excitement around AI, right? And I get that we need to secure the models as well. We need to secure the infrastructure around the models as well. But really, it's the data. We got to secure the data.
Yes.
Right. And so you don't necessarily want all your data going out to public infrastructures where public models are running. The ability to control your data local, in a scalable, flexible way is critical. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that we have a solution like this to be able to help with those use cases.
That's exactly what this is about.
Yeah, awesome. All right, Mark, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks,
Have a good show, and community, we'll see you later.